You're listening to The Drew Yari Show.
Yeah, I said what's going on.
Oh, I didn't hear. Nothing. Just ate a while ago. Got out of work early, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, just getting ready to enjoy the weekend and get this Q&A out of the way. How you doing?
Good, man. Can't complain. I had somebody that visit the shop today. Well, he visits the mall in general, but like he does like a YouTube channel where he goes through like dead malls per se. And he came in and was like, "Oh, I came here thinking that this mall was dead, but no, this mall's not dead." And he's actually he's from New York, and he actually knows the Butcher and the Blade from AEW. So he says like that's his that's like his friends and stuff. That he knows for a while. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. But yeah, I left already before he started to do his filming, so the shop won't be on the actual channel, but it was pretty cool that he was there. So
nice. We had Case at 12 at my job. They were recording right outside the parking garage. So, I mean, I didn't walk past them. It would have been kind of funny if I just walked past him and just like, I don't know, gave a too sweet sign. I don't know, but yeah, it's really all that really happened at work. It was kind of a chill day, so
nice.
I was pretty stoked. It's the Friday leading up to the weekend, so couldn't ask for a better day. But this is Q&A episode number 15, and love doing these shows. I know Justin loves doing these shows, don't you, Justin?
Yeah, very fun, very fun.
But we're gonna get these. We're gonna start with Maurice Bear. I don't know if Maurice is here already. I don't believe so, but
No.
Maurice has the first batch of questions. Buy or sell Atlantis or Treasure Planet?
But what is this a reference to? Is this a reference to like
The movies.
something at Disney World or?
I mean, the movies. There was the Atlantis movie, and then there was Treasure Planet.
Atlantis, I guess I'll buy.
I'm
not near a fan of either movie, but I like Atlantis better.
Right, I've only seen Atlantis. I haven't seen Treasure Planet yet, so I'll go with Atlantis. Is Rosie the black sheep of the Onawa family?
The black sheep?
Isn't Rosie dead?
Yeah, he passed away. I forgot when, but like, it's probably been close to 10 years at this point. I want to say that he's been passed away. But is he the black sheep? No.
I don't know about all that. I mean, he had himself a nice, decent career. I mean, when they did the 3-minute warning, after that he joined up with Hurricane and was a superhero in training. I mean, that
no one talked about Tonga Kid.
Which one's Tonga Kid?
He's the brother of Rikishi and Umaga, and he was in the WWF. You know, back in the day, he was the Tonga Kid. Like, he was the Tonga Kid. That was back in like 89, 90, I want to say, around there.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, like 89. I think he was in WCW and 89, 90, but he was part of Samoa SWAT team with him and Rikishi.
Okay. Yeah. I do remember that. What about Manu? I mean, wouldn't Manu be a black sheep?
Yeah, no one talks about him. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, we don't think Rosie's the black sheep. Next one is, who remembers Rob Terry? I do. TNA.
Yep.
Big Jack guy who wasn't really much of anything other than his look.
Absolutely. He was in God, what was the name of that faction? But it had Doug Williams and Magnus, aka fuck, Fuck. Magnus, NWA champion. Forgot his fucking name. It's been a long day for me.
Nick Aldis?
Yeah, Aldis. Yeah, there you go.
Hold on. TNA faction with Magnus. That was
British or something. I forgot the name of it. It was him, Doug Williams, and Rob Terry. I forgot the name of the faction though.
Let me try and look it up. If I can't find it, we'll just. It's not that important.
I can find it real quick. I mean, it's not that important to know the name, so it's all good.
Because now it's gonna bother me. British Invasion. There you go.
Yeah, British Invasion. Yeah.
But and then he was also in that Jersey Shore group
Jesus Christ.
With Robbie E and Cookie, who was Becky Bayless. So,
yeah.
Or was he Big Rob? Whatever. But next is, what is the worst Disney live action comedies that was unfunny? Unfunny. So,
anything on the Disney network?
I haven't seen the Lion King remake, but I heard that was bad.
Or Disney Channel, not Disney Network.
Live action remake that was unfunny. I mean, I can't really think of anything that was unfunny. I just think of the live action remakes as just.
The Lion King's supposed to be funny anyway. It's not really funny. I mean, you have funny bits, but it's not like a comedy. It's not supposed to be a comedy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing I can think of is Lion King. But,
okay.
Next is, dude, where is my car? I don't know.
Where's your car, dude?
Dude, where is
that movie was so funny when it came out. Now I'm afraid to go back and watch it because I know it sucks.
Yeah, back then.
Zoltan.
It's like, calm down, Jeff. Yeah, I think if I rewatch that movie, it's not going to be as funny as it was when I was younger. It's probably just going to be like douchey, like dumb humor. But I digress. Next is, what is the most dangerous sport you'd rather not be a part of? Maybe like UFC, anything involving like beating each other up. So like MMA.
Yeah. Boxing, MMA, mixed martial arts, also hockey. Mostly because I can't skate, and that's dangerous by itself. So
I can't skate either. I'm not very athletic, so I wouldn't be able to do most sports. Not even golf. Like, you still got to be good at golf, which is weird. But yeah, just anything involving having to beat somebody up, because I can't fight. Lastly, from Maurice, how dumb did Victoria feel losing her Knockouts title by picking her spider instead of the title?
That is the worst gimmick match in wrestling history. Just period.
Was this like, how long ago was this? Because like I have a feeling I've seen this.
This is like maybe like 2010, 2009, something like that.
Right. I don't remember. The last time I actually...
It was like the lock box challenge or some shit like that.
The last time I actually legit watched TNA was right around the time when they were doing the Aces and Eights thing.
Yeah. I'm actually watching Impact tonight. I actually got on in the background here, so.
They have a pay-per-view on tonight, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because I saw Maurice posted about it. But thank you, Maurice, for your questions. CM Goof. Oh, boy. God damn it, I'm not going to read that question. I'm definitely not reading that first question. I'm sorry, Goof. Just please stop asking me. Please stop asking me these gross questions. I'm gonna ask this question, or I'm gonna read this question. Has the Yari family ever considered getting a dog? Are you talking about my immediate family or my current family? Because we do have a dog. Her name is Ellie. She's a black dog, and we've had her since 2017. So we do have a dog. Drew Yari versus Betty Yari in a steel cage match. Escape only. Who wins? Betty's still ghetto, so she'll beat the fuck out of me before she escapes the cage. She's gonna make sure I don't get up. Like, she'll kick my ass. So she's very ghetto, and I think it's kind of hot. Just saying. Next is Anna Joey Numbers' lesbian aunt or the secret lover of both Justin and RJ. Care
Do I have to answer this question?
I mean, it does involve you.
Sure. Whatever makes you happy.
All right then. We know some things now. F Mary Kill. So we got to open an image. Just let me know when it's open.
Opening now. Okay, got it open.
All right. So F Mary Kill, Xia Li, Jade Cargill, or Chan Yoda. She's in various women's promotions in Japan.
We're going with Chan Yoda, but I'll F Jade, marry Xia Li, kill Chan Yoda.
Probably do the same. All right, next.
I mean, who doesn't want to wake up next to Xia Li? I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, she's purty. She's thick. Do you think Maurice might actually be Boo Boo Yogi Bear's sidekick? Yes.
Sure.
What will be left of the city of Dallas if the Cowboys ever win another Super Bowl?
They're too pussy to do anything, so the city will stay up.
All right, then.
The city, this is the same city with the JFK assassination. I'm pretty sure the city's pretty safe for the most part.
Yeah, they'll be fine. I mean, they'll be happy, but they're not gonna do shit. Not like Philly, where they'll poop on the ground after they win a Super Bowl. So, ice cream or frozen yogurt? Ice cream.
Ice cream.
And I think this is the last question from Goof. Did RJ steal his first initial from the Toys R Us store? If so, dude, what the fuck? That is so not cool. Apologize to Jeffrey. That's a question you'll need to ask RJ. I cannot comment.
Yeah, I can't comment on the whereabouts of that are.
All right. Next is thank you, Goof. Next is Savage Elite. All the following questions are for Drew only. No offense, Justin. Okay.
Yeah. I already saw that. So yeah.
Well, I think like the first half. But anyways.
No, he said all of the following questions.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you want to, feel free to answer if you want to answer because there's some wrestling questions. What is the MCU movie that is overrated? Overrated. Ooh. I don't know about movies that are overrated because I know which ones I like. I know which ones I don't like as much. I would say the Loki show is overrated. I know a lot of people love that a lot more than me. I just thought it was a little bit too... It was a little too slow, a little too British science theater for me. So just didn't love it the way most people did. What are your thoughts on The Boys? I love that show. I fucking love it. Justin, I don't know if you're familiar with that show. It's on.
I know what it is. It's good. I've seen it.
I love it.
It's pretty good.
It's you already know it is, but like just for anyone that doesn't know, but it's based off a comic that came out in like 2005, where it's about like a government group that keeps an eye on superheroes. Where in this world, superheroes are dicks. You know, they parade around like they're these noble heroes that, you know, love America and love us, but they're really dicks. They like do cocaine and have secret orgies or whatever, and they just treat people like shit and they just do whatever they want. And the company that owns them just lets them get away with it. So the show came out in like 2018. This was around the time when like the superhero craze was big, and this is kind of like their way of like saying fuck you to like Disney, Marvel, and, you know, Warner Brothers. So it's a really good show, really well acted. I think Anthony Starr as Homelander needs a fucking like nomination for something because he's that good on the show. But I love The Boys. One of my favorite shows.
It's Cody.
Cody Lander. Cody Rhodes Lander. Next is what is the best place to go outdoors in San Antonio? You're probably asking the wrong guy. I don't really get out much. Not really the outdoors type of person. Maybe the park. Any park is nice. Actually, you know what? I do have a place. Japanese Tea Garden. It's right next to the zoo, and it's free. You can just go in there and just walk around, enjoy the ambiance, the scenery. It's peaceful. So you guys will love it if you ever come to San Antonio. Where is the go-to nightlife spot in San Antonio for families? I don't have kids. We just have our cats, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask that kind of question. Sorry. Do you have any memories of the arcade and going to them? If so, tell a quick story. So, right by where I used to live, there was Rocky J's. And that was my favorite place to go personally because it's a lot closer and it was just fun. Like I had a lot of memories there. I think they had like the same games there until like it closed down, but there was games. I learned how to play pool. That was actually the first date that I took the missus to. Is we went to Rocky J's, and we I forgot which game it was. I think it was like air hockey. Yeah, I think it was air hockey, and we held hands, and that's where we started going steady, as the kids say. But I miss Rocky J's. I love that place. There was also, was it Diversions?
Diversions, yeah.
Which was like right across the street, and that was okay. I mean, personally, I didn't.
That was more video game heavy. That was to me that was more of arcade than Rocky J's. Rocky J's was half pool hall and like 10 arcade cabinets.
Right. There was that. There was a store at the mall, and I'm forgetting the name of it. There actually is an arcade at Ingram, and there's an arcade at the mall.
Arcade. I mean, I know. I mean, technically, it classifies, but that's barely trying. Like, there's still one Diversions left in San Antonio. We only got one real arcade left in San Antonio, and that's Diversions over there off of near North Star.
Oh, okay. And then there's one where Justin works at. And yeah, arcades are kind of a dying breed. They've been that way for at least over a decade. But what's old is new. What's old is coming back. Hopefully we get more arcades. Hopefully we can get maybe more blockbusters coming back. Who knows? All right. Yeah, I'm sorry to ruin the point of your question, Savage. I'm going to have Justin jump in. Is that okay, Justin?
I mean, I don't want to disrespect his question, his request, but sure.
All right. Sorry, Savage, but Hangman Adam Page or Cody Rhodes? Cody.
Yep.
Brock Lesnar or Mark Henry? Brock.
Brock. Yeah, Brock. Yeah.
2012 Randy Orton or 1988 Macho Man?
Well, Macho Man is my favorite, so that's the obvious answer.
We'll go with Macho Man. Road Warriors or Demolition? Road Warriors.
Road Warriors.
Magnum TA or Lex Luger?
Magnum.
Magnum. Sting or Ultimate Warrior? Sting.
Sting.
It's Sting! Rock and Roll Express or the Rockers?
Rock and Roll Express.
I'll go with the Rockers. El Generico or Sami Zayn? Sami Zayn.
See what you did there. Both. Same person, but Sami Zayn, technically.
Blackpool Combat Club or Jericho Appreciation Society?
Oh. Both have their goods, both have their bads, but I'll go with the Blackpool Combat Club.
I'll go with neither. Harley Race or Bruno Sammartino?
Harley Race.
I'll go with Harley. Braun Breaker or Ricky Starks? Yeah, Braun. Especially now. Braun's got more momentum going now.
Same.
Powerhouse Hobbs or Riddick Moss?
Powerhouse.
I like Hobbs. I'm going to go with Hobbs. 1986 Hogan or 1998 Goldberg?
86 Hogan.
Yeah, Hogan was a star. Come on. He was a bigger star than Goldberg was. JC Jane or Jamie Hayter?
JC. I mean, Jamie Hayter's a better wrestler, and I really like Jamie Hayter too. But yeah, just soft spot for JC.
I love JC, so I'm going with JC. Best Bray Wyatt gimmick. I mean the swamp gimmick.
Mm. I like the Fiend. I like the Fiend better than the Swamp gimmick, even though they fucked up. So the Fiend and the Mr. Rogers ish Bray Wyatt.
I like the Fiend too, and then they ruined it with the Seth thing, where Seth like hit him with the large mallet. I think that was kind of like the beginning of the end for that. So, but yeah, the Swamp gimmick I preferred. 3 favorite movies of the 2000s. All right. So I'm gonna have to think about
I'm
that.
gonna go with Casino Royale. That's probably like one of my top 3 James Bond movies right there. Casino Royale. Casino Royale. Gosh, man. I don't fucking know, man. I guess. I guess the Dawn of the Dead remake.
That's a good one.
And we'll go with I could say Dark Knight, but that's like gonna be in everyone's top 3. That's like non-imaginative and very bland to say. Even though I love the movie, it's like,
Yeah, that's me.
you know what I mean. I'm gonna go with a very left field one, maybe, possibly. I don't know, but Superbad.
That's one of my favorites too. Very quotable. I mean, Dark Knight. Again, love it. Departed, great movie. Superbad, one of my favorite comedies. Step Brothers, one of my favorite comedies. Let's see. As far as horror goes, I'm gonna go with a movie called Frailty. It's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. It's with Matthew McConaughey and Bill Paxton.
Mm-hmm.
Very underrated horror movie. Trying to think about another one. Yeah, that's really about it. That's really all I can think of at the moment. But yeah, those are my choices. Do you have a collection of any sorts? Me, I mean, video games, some bobbleheads. I mean, it pales in comparison to Justin's bobbleheads, but bobbleheads, movies, a lot of DVDs, a lot of Blu-rays, and some consoles. That's really about it. Some comics too, but that's about it.
I own the fucking store. So, I mean, so it has my, so anything wrestling, but off that, I do have some 007 Funko Pops. Yeah, it's fucking James Bond. I have NES cartridges. I collect NES games, Super Nintendo games, N64 games. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. What are your thoughts on artificial intelligence? I think it's something. My thoughts on it, because I just started using ChatGPT, and it's really fun. Like you literally can just type in, write me a script for a horror movie starring Batman, and it'll literally give you like a first draft script of a horror movie starring Batman. Like it's fun. It has it's something that I think can work for other fields, but as far as like, what's going on with the writer's strike, I don't think AI technology should be taking over, somebody else's job. It should help with someone's job and not take over another job that requires more human emotion and feeling. But I definitely do think it's something that can help. But, we've had multiple movies on how AI technology could be a bad thing. I mean, granted, those are movies, but you guys get what I'm saying. But take over this question real quick. I'm gonna go with the Russian.
I have nothing to say about AI. Yeah. It's scary. That's the best I can say. It's a scary thing, especially that we're getting more advanced in technology. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have much. I don't really have much to say about it. Don't really have much to say about it. And my phone's going off right now. That is, yeah, that's AI right there. My phone just went off randomly. Whoa, that was weird. But yeah, I mean, artificial intelligence. It's scary. It's kind of like what was that movie with Robin Williams and that freaking robot, Bicentennial Man or some shit like that. I don't even know if that was the same movie or not. Yeah, Bicentennial Man. Yeah, there you go. Just yeah, crazy. Yeah, Bicentennial Man, and you got iRobot. Yeah. Bicentennial Man. Oh my god, that's a very late '90s movie right there. That's that I would love to forget. All right, anybody do anything fun this weekend? We only got one viewer here, Kyle. Thank you, Kyle, for jumping on in with us. It'll be very awkward to be talking to nobody, you know. But you got anything planned for the weekend? If not, that's fine. Totally understand. Oh, Bratfest. Okay, yeah. That sounds fun, man. For free, psh, can't beat it, man. Can't beat that. You can't beat that type of gig, man. So tomorrow I'll be playing Night of Champions from my shop. Should be pretty fun. And then we'll have not Night of Champions, but we'll have a Double or Nothing. And Battleground on Sunday. So that should be a very very action-packed, wrestling-filled weekend to the umpteenth degree. Night of Champions is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good show. The I don't know if you saw the press conference that they had earlier today, but fans are pretty excited, man. Fans are pretty excited. You know, I think a lot of people shit on the on WWE being sorry for the. I mean, I understand why people shit on site, but like they act like the fans there don't know what they're, you know. They act like the fans. They're acting like the fans there don't know what they're seeing or what they're watching. Like they're very smart. They're very smart fans there. In Saudi Arabia, they're fucking cheering for like LA Knight and Cody, and cheering for both AJ and Seth, and you know what I mean. But it was a good little press conference. I like the press conferences because it makes the event seem bigger and make it look more legitimate. So, okay. So Drew said he went to the restroom. I don't know if he went to do a number 1 or number 2 or number 3. Could be doing number 3 for all we know. I don't know.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
All right. Next is pick one as your favorite. M&M's or Skittles? M&M's.
Same.
Steak or barbecue? It depends. But I guess I'll go with barbecue.
I enjoy steak more, but it's more expensive.
Right.
But I really love steak. I really love a New York strip from Saltgrass. But I'll go barbecue.
Saltgrass. Mac and cheese or mashed potatoes?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese all day. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Neither. I don't watch either or of those. But if I had to pick one, I'll pick Star Wars.
I like the Star Trek movies that came out a few years ago, and Star Wars is more Betty's thing than me, and I'm more of a Mandalorian fan, if anything. So I guess I'll go with Star Wars. Tales from the Crypt or Twilight Zone?
Twilight Zone. One of my favorite shows ever.
Tales from the Crypt. I'm a horror guy. Kool-Aid or Capri Sun?
Kool-Aid. You're asking the wrong guy here.
Kool-Aid. Marvel or DC? Marvel.
No, I guess Marvel by default. I guess.
Batman or Spider-Man? Ooh, that's tough. Well, tough for me.
Batman. So as a superhero, Batman. If we're not counting like the villains and all that shit, Batman. Just as the guy, Batman.
These are my top two, but I'm gonna go with Batman. Joker or Venom? Ooh. I mean, Joker's more of a straight-up villain. Venom's more of an anti-hero. So I'm gonna go with Joker.
Well, Venom, obviously.
I love that.
Got a fucking tattoo of the guy.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Where?
on my arm.
I
Shoulder.
literally did not know that.
Yeah.
Awesome. 2000s or 2010s?
As life in general, I'll go with 2000s.
Same. 2010s is when we had to become adults, and that's no bueno. Nike or Adidas?
Well, I'm putting this as like shoes. So, me personally, obviously Nike.
Yeah, Nike. I've never owned a pair of Adidas, like ever. So I'm gonna go with Nike. Turkey or ham? Turkey.
Ham.
All right. What was the first car you owned?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You first.
I was gonna say 2000 Kia Sportage.
I'm gonna sound like an asshole. I don't remember the first car I owned. I know my dad bought it. I just don't remember the brand. I know it was a silver car. That's literally all I remember. What wrestling podcast do you listen to that is not Wrestling Soup? Hammerlock Hangover with Jeff Lippman and Steve. Wrestling Court. I mean, they haven't done any episodes lately, but yeah, Wrestling Court. Let's see. RJ and Monty's podcast. Of course, them. I'm blanking on the name. Clark Street Wrestling podcast, and Cornet. I mean, I used to listen to full episodes of Cornet, but then it just became a thing of like these episodes run at least 4 hours, so I don't think I have enough time to do a 4-hour podcast. So I'll just listen to.
I usually listen throughout the week. I
Right.
maybe listen like 30 minutes a day or something like that, or like an hour a day.
Right. I'll listen
Like
to
when I'm like driving, or like anytime when like I'm in the car, I have like a wrestling podcast on. So like right now, I'm listening to the Major Figure Wrestling podcast. So Major Figure Wrestling podcast, also Fig Cabe. So like so those are like podcasts for like action figures and like news and stuff and just opinions and like, and also as well, like I'm listening to like fucking like Matt Cardona and fucking Brian Myers and Mark Sterling. They talk about like like some of the shit, like some of the events they went to over the week as well. So it's pretty good stories. But non wrestling figure, Solid Monster, definitely recommend listening to him. He's a great, he has a great mind for professional wrestling. I also listen to Steven Larson, going in Raw. Good guys there. Listen to Cornette. Who else I listen to? I listen to your favorite guy, JD. I guess, even though his opinions are outlandish. But, I try to get everyone's perspective on when it comes to wrestling and try to understand why they would think that way. I listen to, because it comes on at 2:00 every day live. So I end up listening to a Wrestling News Observer with Alvarez and Meltzer. He doesn't come on there much, but it's mostly Alvarez. I mean, technically OSW Review. I don't really consider them a podcast, even though they say that they are a podcast. But they're a video podcast because they have like actual, actual footage of matches and shit like that. And plus, they don't do today's wrestling. They do a little bit of AEW, but they mostly do like right now they're doing the main event Mafia storyline in TNA, and they're covering that. So, and they did the Hogan era, and they did the Vince Russo trilogy or the Arquette. They call it David Arquette trilogy in WCW, but yeah, those are just some of the names there that I listen to.
All right. Lastly, from Savage, what are your memories at Chuck E. Cheese? If not, then somewhere similar. I think I've only been at Chuck E. Cheese once.
That's not the last question.
It isn't? Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. Your thoughts on Madonna's music? I always thought Madonna was overrated. That's just me.
I like her music. You know what I mean? I can see why you may think she's overrated, but I like her music though for the most part. You know what I mean? She had a lot of hits, that's for sure.
Yeah, not doubting that. Just I don't know, just never got the appeal of her personally. And lastly, from Savage, what are your memories at Chuck E. Cheese? If not, they're somewhere similar. I think I've only been at Chuck E. Cheese once in my life, and I just thought it was bleh. But
I barely remember Chuck E. Like I only been Chuck E. Cheese like a handful of times. This is when I was like very young, very very young, because I don't remember. But we talked about last time a Discovery Zone, so I remember that. And I don't know if it was last time or the time before, but we just talked about the Discovery Zone for a little bit. But also, Mr. Gaddy's. That's the one I have fond memories of because I used to go there a lot in middle school. And we don't have Mr. Gaddy's anymore. We have this place called Incredible Pizza, and it incredibly sucks. So,
yeah, Incredible Pizza's ass. And what's another place? Big Mike's. That place was bad. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Big what?
Big Mike's.
I haven't heard of it.
It's this pizza place that's like right by SeaWorld. It is... No, not a pizza place. A burger place, I'm sorry. It's not that great. We went there once and we got sick.
Never heard of it.
It might just be called Mike's, but it has the word Mike. It has the name Mike's in it. That's all I can remember. But we only went there once and we got sick, so...
Oh, wow.
But thank you, Savage.
That's not good.
No, not very good. Thank you, Savage. Next is Magic Hand, a newcomer here. He only has one question. Cody Rhodes is the only AEW wrestler to cross over to WWE so far, right? As far as we know, yeah.
No. Bea Priestley.
And that's Blair Davenport?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. Those two.
That's the only other one. I mean, she's gonna be making she may be re-debuting on Sunday for all we know. So,
yeah, you're not wrong. Thank you, Magic Hand. Next is Kyle. Kyle has a lot of questions. Aren't wiener dogs just the dog version of midgets?
Yeah, if you can say that, yeah, for sure. I think so. Poodles as well. Pugs. You can put them up there.
Pugs are cool. I love wiener dogs. They're really fast though. Like they're surprisingly fast for these dogs that have like really tiny arms and legs. But they're so cool. Do you think the Iron Sheik has ever actually put someone in the camel clutch, broken their back, fucked their ass, and made them humble?
Absolutely.
I make that Draboni humble. I break his back, baby. Oh man, have you ever Superman that hoe? I have. Thank you.
You, Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy, tell him. Do seasonal restaurants exist in Texas? They are restaurants that close during the winter, or is that just a Midwest and East Coast thing?
I have never answered something like that. No.
I don't think we ever. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a seasonal restaurant. I mean, the only thing seasonal that I can think of are just like theme parks, but that's about it.
Like SeaWorld, yeah, SeaWorld in Fiesta, Texas.
Yeah, but seasonal restaurants, that's new. I think.
Yeah.
I think that is a Midwest and East Coast thing. Kyle. Does San Antonio have annual parades here in Wisconsin every year? Since I was a kid in the 90s, I attended Monona Memorial Day Parade. Yes, we have Fiesta.
Yeah, flowers, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Since he almost never blinks, is Tony Khan the world champion of staring contests?
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that guy
I guess so.
Doesn't sleep. He's up to something. I have not gone number 2 anywhere but at home or at a hotel room since January of 2013 at the Rockford. I like how Kyle gets really descriptive about his questions.
Hey, you got to sometimes, you know?
I mean, it's interesting. I like it. At the Rockford Airport on my way to Las Vegas. Is that an impressive streak? Very impressive.
It is damn impressive.
I'm impressed. I get impressed by you more and more, Kyle. What are some of the most famous wrestlers you got to see on the indies before they ever made it on national TV? For me, it's MJF, Darius Martin as Airwolf, and Brian Pillman Jr. I saw them at MLW Fury Road 2019 in Waukesha, Wisconsin. I hope I pronounced that right, Kyle. I mean, I've told the story before. I saw Brian Danielson. What was that?
No, I was saying Waukesha.
Waukesha,
I think. That's
Waukesha? I mean, I've told the story like a billion times. I saw Brian Danielson before he became Daniel Bryan, and then became Brian Danielson again. But no, I saw him when he was literally Brian Danielson on the Indies at TWA. But yeah, that's my story.
I believe I said so. I've seen the Hardy Boys before they were fully signed to WWF at the time. But they were on TV in WWF, but some other names as well. Roxanne Perez, Roxy, you know, she's like a local legend here, damn near almost, even though she's not from here. Sammy Guevara here as well. He was RCW champion. Here. Who else? Keith Lee. I seen Keith Lee once. And I just had epiphany right now that I did see Keith Lee at least one time. Yeah. I mean, those are some names there.
All right. What is the dumbest, silliest thing you ever did in high school? For me, I drove into the school parking lot via the grass by the tennis courts, and I got away with it too. I've done a lot of dumb shit. I can't really narrow it down. I don't recall doing anything illegal or like where I got in trouble. I guess just like I'm gonna have to think about that one. What about you?
I don't know, man. Nothing like just juvenile shit, like nothing terrible, like throwing eggs at people's cars on Halloween, like just like regular shit, like I mean, you know, I didn't do anything like that, you know what I mean? I was playing basketball, I was doing other shit, you know what I mean? I can't really think of anything that was dumb or silly. I was just dumb and silly in high school. How about that? Just me as a person.
Yeah, you and me both. Yeah, I never really did anything, I guess, troublesome in high school. I guess for the most part, I was a good kid. I kind of just mind my P's and Q's and just kind of mind my own business, didn't really mess with other people. I guess if you count this as dumb, like I was taking a test and I had the answers written on my arm. Like, no joke. But I was outside, so nobody could. I was actually outside of the class. I don't remember why I was outside of the class, but I think it was because maybe I missed the test and the teacher allowed me to retake it, so I just had the answers written on my arm. So I guess that counts as dumb and silly. So whatever. Why do so many things in AEW have a casino or gambling thing? I don't know.
Well, I mean, because they're always in Vegas. I mean, for like Double or Nothing, and All In, and like the original All In was like, hey, we're going all in. Like if this fails, we're nothing much is gonna come out of it, and it became a success. Then it turned to All Out because they couldn't use All In originally because it was a Ring of Honor thing, and Ring of Honor wasn't owned by AEW yet. So that's where you get like the Casino Battle Royale and get like the poker chip to take down and all that stuff. So it's really just staying, because they're in Vegas. You know what I mean? Just trying to keep up with that theme.
Yeah, Tony Khan loves gambling and cocaine. Next, Drew, what is your favorite Iranian food, and what is Iranian food like? I love Iranian spaghetti. To me, it's a lot better than the regular spaghetti. I love it. Ghormeh sabzi. Let's see what else. Basically, Kyle, if I can describe Iranian food to you, it's always a lot of rice. Like if you're eating eggplant, you can put it with rice. If you're eating, meat, you can put it with rice. Chicken, same thing, put it with rice. So it's always with rice somehow, and it's actually it's supposed to be healthy. Like Persian food is actually supposed to be very healthy for you. So, let's see the next question. It's not really a question; it's more of a statement. The only person in the DTKC Wrestling Suit family that I don't know their real last name is Joey Numbers. He's kind of kept that shit on lock. Just maybe there's a reason for that. I don't know. Drew, whenever you get married to Betty, can I come down to Texas for your wedding? Of course. Of course you can. And last question from Kyle. How long do you think it will be until cell phones have the ability to display holograms? Because since about 2010, I feel like the only things to improve in cell phones are the battery and camera quality. It's coming.
And screen quality too, by the way. But yeah, I would probably say not another 20, 25 years.
Yeah, or might even be sooner than that. But thank you, Kyle. And last questions are going to Dale. I don't believe I've seen Dale here, but Dale has 4 questions. First question, he wants to know, how is it that you're that beautiful? I tell you, but I have to kill you. But
I'm God's gift to Earth, so.
Got that right. You are a national treasure, Justin. Next is, what is your go-to adult beverage?
Coke and rum for me.
There you go. I used to be a whiskey guy. I used to, I would have a Wild Turkey and Coke. But I can't really handle whiskey the way I used to. So, maybe like a Heineken, Dos Equis. I don't like dark beer anymore. Dark beer is kind of hard to digest. Can't really digest it the way it used to. But that, and also American Lager from Stone Cold's beer. That's pretty good. Next is, if you were a cow, would you let someone milk you?
I have no choice, would I?
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Everybody's got work. And lastly, favorite book that's not part of a series.
That's not part of a series? Well, for one, I don't fucking read. But how about Roots? Kunta Kinte.
I used to read a lot of books, believe it or not, back in the day. Then I got lazy. But The Outsiders, that's
a good one. I may have to put that one there, actually.
One of my favorite books.
Do it for Johnny, man.
Do it for Johnny. Love that. I mean, I love the movie. The movie and the book are great. Love them. Let's see. There's another book called Speak, and that became like I think it was a Showtime movie, and that spoke volumes to me. I'm not without bringing the mood of the show down. It's just I read that book at a time where I wasn't feeling too well about myself. I'll just put it that way. And that book kind of like spoke to me. I mean, it's called Speak, but it really did its job. It really did speak to me, and it helped. But Speak, it's another good book. Can't really think of one at the moment, but yeah, those are my two. Not anything part of a series. Never really got into like the main books, like the Fire and Ice, Game of Thrones shit, the Harry Potter shit, but none of that was for me. But yeah, those are my choices, and that's all the questions. Wow, not a lot of questions. But yeah, we're actually getting out a lot early than we're used to. But
yeah, the last one went about like hour and a half.
Yeah, they're usually about an hour and a half, but this one really did 51 minutes. But yeah, guys, this is a special edition Friday night Q&A because it's going to be a very wrestling heavy weekend. Tomorrow you got Night of Champions, and then Sunday you got Battleground and Double or Nothing. So we're glad we got this out of the way. Let me look at the schedule real quick to see when we can do another Q&A. So, and just a reminder, the 14th is episode 300. So, let's see. So in June, we have 2 Saturdays open. So, would you want to do 2 Q&As in June or just one?
I mean, it's whatever you like. I mean, I'm good with either.
All right. So there's the 10th of June, and then there's the 24th. Do you want to do those days?
Sounds great.
All right, sweet. So
are those pay-per-views? Hold on, are there pay-per-views that day?
Oh yeah, good question. So when is Money in the Bank? Wait, is there a pay-per-view in June? I thought there wasn't.
I don't think so. Oh, July 1st. Then no AEW though. Hold on. I don't know. They may. When is Forbidden Door?
Let's see.
Forbidden Door. Oh, that's on Sunday. Okay, good. Okay, yeah. So 24th is good. Yeah, I'm not missing Forbidden Door. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay.
So, all right, we got those out of the way. So we're doing 2 as usual in June, and in 3 weeks actually is episode 300. Can't believe it's coming. So looking forward to that. Trying to bring in the big guns for that episode. It's gonna be a pretty packed episode. But anyways, guys, we hope you enjoyed your Friday night with us. We did, and as soon as we're done recording, you can start sending your questions for the next Q&A. But anyways, ladies and gents, we hope you have a good night, and we hope you enjoy this wrestling heavy weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, enjoy, guys. Enjoy all the wrestling out there.
Yes, sir, and peace out.
Peace.